is some shit Jimbo would
that's
say.
still something for me personally that I struggle with is a fear. I fear to be myself, and I fear to express myself on a certain level.
Like if I were you or do, which I would feel this way too, is like I feel like a lot of what you're saying, at least to me, seems to be a lot of like YouTube too. YouTube dictates a lot of what you can and can't say. And like I remember you were telling me in the RV about how they changed the rules or something like with the swearing, and that it's made it harder for y'all that you have to fucking edit the first like 2 minutes or something. That's part of the reason too why I just stopped doing YouTube, because I was like, dude, fuck this, man. You're talking about like the only people on the platform that are worth watching, which are the entertainers, right? The people that are trying to put a smile on people's faces. You're going to tell them, you're going to dictate what they can and can't say. It's like, that's the reason why you can watch YouTube signed in or not. Like, that's why there's a fucking, age restriction.
There's a kids version of the app.
Yeah, I was going to say, they have a kids version of the app. It's just, to me, it's insane, too, in an ever-growing digital age, the censorship that you guys have to go through as YouTubers. It fucking would, it would really piss me off. Yeah,
it has only been getting worse over time.
I hate to say, but if you look at the trend, not just with YouTube, but I mean, anyways,
the world,
Twitch, all of it. Yeah, it's just getting worse.
You
and
would
worse.
think
the trend speaks for itself. If you look at the fucking, if you made a fucking line graph, like it would speak for itself.
You would think from an outsider sort of perspective that me and Do have like a sort of say, or like this isn't gonna happen. But that is
dude,
very.
I don't even have anyone at YouTube I could talk to. Like,
you have to DM them.
Have you not? I mean, anybody who's used Twitter has seen people. They have to tweet at the YouTube Twitter just to talk to somebody about shit.
That is incredible.
We ain't got a say about anything. No.
Right. Yeah. Guys at your level.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not flexing my sub count, but you would think at 6 million there would be someone I could text at a drop of a hat and be like, "Hey, what is this?" But nope.
Here's my concern.
Or like, why did you guys take away all of my money?
Right.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's not even like you guys have uncertainty as to when you're getting paid. You know, like the average person would think like, dude, I would never fucking start a job that my boss was like, well, we'll see if you get paid for this. Or like you get paid for it for 3 days and then somebody doesn't like it, reports it, and day 5 it gets taken down and you no longer make any money from it.
Well, you think about it, you go into the office on Monday and when you get in the office, you stub your toe and you go, fuck, and you make no money that day.
Because the first 2 minutes you walked in the office,
you
dropped the F-bomb.
Do is very much right about that.
Yeah.
From a YouTube standpoint,
what can y'all do to push back on that? Like, is there?
It's
there's almost nothing you guys can do.
It's very similar with a. It all comes down to a creative mindset. Is like, when we make a joke, it's like, how can you as a corporation say that this joke or something that we're not necessarily saying means this versus this? It's like you as a corporation can't necessarily say that.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Well, and it's dependent on who reviews your video. Because there are definitely people who are a lot more conservative with what you can put out there. So I think that you should be assigned like a person, and you should see their like screen name or something like
a fucking guidance counselor. Yeah.
Yeah,
you should have somebody to take care of you.
Exactly. So that at least it's consistent.
You guys can talk about what's allowed and like have an idea of what like what can happen, and you know what I mean, like just have someone to communicate with.
Yeah.
It's a good point, honestly.
But you would think that
if Gopherfucker47 is the guy that always reviews my videos, then I can hope for some consistency at least,
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Fair enough.
You can know what to expect.
Yeah.
But that doesn't always happen, and that's not always the case. And is that a good thing, or is it a bad thing?
Bad.
you never know.
I'll say it's bad.
It's pretty objectively bad.
It's subjective.
But
subjective, objective, whatever.
I got shit running down my legs, into my Crocs, out of the holes of my Crocs.
Anyway, we've been doing the podcast for like
it is 2.5 hours for this one. So
yeah,
2.5 hours,
baby.
It's been a great time, and everyone that has been here and listened, I hope that you on a personal level, whatever you think, believe, agree with, whatever, can take something that no matter who you are, what you listen to, whatever, it doesn't matter. Whatever you are feeling, don't be afraid of who you are as a person, and don't be afraid to express yourself in any creative outlet. If you are a person listening that wants to do YouTube, wants to do music, wants to anything. If you're an artist, you want to draw something, you want to be musical, I hope that you as a person can feel like that whatever you are feeling deep inside, regionally, do not be afraid to express yourself and go outside of your boundaries as a human.
Yep.
Because that right there is it's detrimental.
That's 80% of the battle.
It's detrimental to you as a person, and don't be afraid of how you feel, how you think, and take that and take your creativity to the next level.
You could be the next best whatever. But if you don't ever try, it never happens.
Don't be afraid of don't be afraid of yourself, because I was very much afraid of how I felt, and
I'm afraid of you.
how I viewed life and music, and don't be afraid.
Just fucking do it. Do the thing. Try the thing. Do the thing.
Just do it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for asking me and Ethan to come hang. Thanks for letting us come on to the podcast too.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Pleasure to meet you.
It was very nice of you guys. I've had people DM me on Instagram and be like, "When are you going on Goon's podcast?" And I was like, I don't think those guys they ain't gonna fuck with me.
When in reality, we fuck with you heavily.
I know. Here I am, right?
Yes, sir.
This is fucking 2023. It was literally the same year.
You are fucked with.
I know, man. But seriously, yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys a lot.
That was great. This was very insightful. I loved hearing about the other side of the touring stories and shit, and I think people will like this one a lot. It's fun.
Yeah,
there's definitely a lot of good information.
I feel like a lot of people are afraid, I guess, to talk about. Like there's some barrier of something, but yeah, man, be yourself, be who you want to be, and don't be afraid, and express yourself.
Fears for bitches. Don't be a bitch.
Fears for bitches. Amen.
All right, Soup, do the outro.
Don't be a bitch. Fear is for bitches.
Hey, don't be a little pussy. All right, don't be afraid, you little pussy. Hey, look at me. Look at me right now, you little pussy. Don't be afraid to go out there with your fucking R&B, whatever, solo project, all right? Don't be a little pussy bitch.
That's right.
Get the fuck up. Go to work.
Do it. Fucking do it. If all I gotta say,
brother.
From
take
this,
cold showers,
extra...
eat 8 gorillas, work 74 hours a minute.
Carbohydrates.
Yes.
Oh,
just
God.
Don't be afraid. Be yourself. Be somebody that can correlate with people and have a conversation. Be open. And thank you, because without you listening, none of this would even be possible to begin with.
Yep.
Very true.
You're awesome. You are awesome as a person. You are loved outside of your society. You are heard, and Use code Goons for G-Subs.
Yes, sir! Hey, man! That's how you get them.
Thank you for listening to the Goons podcast.
The CEO of G-Subs wants to kill all of us. Hey, the CEO of G-Subs wants to kill every single one of us.
Yeah, they have my parents. Allegedly.
Holding it hostage.
Everyone I know or love is in the G-Subs basement.
Yes.
And you can't see it, but there's a gun out of frame in my webcam.
You must buy.
Okay.